Gates W. Adams here on behalf of Apex Trader Funding, and I'm here today with Riccardo in Italy. Riccardo, how are you doing today?
All good, thank you.
Excellent.
So, yeah, I've been with Apex for less than a year,
Wow,
and
okay.
it was great. It was my first time trading, my first experience in the market, and yeah, fabulous experience.
Awesome, awesome. So let's talk a little bit about your trading background because obviously when people see this, they want to know what's made you successful. And so you said you've only been trading for about a year. This is your first year trading?
Yes, I started from nothing, and I got my first evaluation at the 1st of January
Okay.
2023. And that was my first trading experience. So I obviously blew a few of evaluation, but
We all have.
that's the path to grow and understand the market, how it moves, and with constancy, you can get your withdrawal.
Gotcha,
And
gotcha.
Apex pays you out, so
Always nice. And then
always,
we see
yeah.
a lot of conversations from Apex about what's the most important thing from a funding company. Well, it's the payouts, right? And I think that to date they do a running 90-day tally of how much they've paid out. And I'm not going to swear to this because I don't have it up right now, but I think they're sitting at over $20 million paid out in the last 90 days. I think that says a lot. That's a big piece of
Yeah.
the puzzle. So for you now, what actually got you into trading in the first place?
So I wanted to find a new way of making some extra income,
Mhm.
and I thought about trading, but I was scared of doing it with my own money,
Mhm.
and that's where Apex comes in.
Great.
Apex gives you a chance of trading without risking your own money.
Right.
And yeah, the low cost of the evaluation got me in, and I tried, and I got hooked.
Just curious because we know Apex does tend to do some sales from time to time. How much did you pay for your first evaluation, if you don't mind me asking?
So my first evaluation was just $16 because it was the 90% off of the New Year
Right.
discount. And I got a bunch of evaluation and started trading.
Uh-huh. And so with an initial $16 investment, here we are paid out. That's exciting. Just literally just a few months, well, a handful of months later. So what how did you actually learn your trading strategy? Did you use a course? Did you just watch a bunch of YouTube videos, or what was your means of finding your strategy?
So I mainly talked with other traders
Mhm.
on Facebook, Discord, on the official group. But most of it was trial and error. So trying, looking at the market, studying it. And yeah, after a while, I found my own strategy. And that's how I make consistent profits day by day.
Can't really ask for better than that. That's fantastic. So what else do you do besides trading? Are you still working in the real world, so to speak, or is this what you do now?
Yeah, I got my own business,
Okay.
and we we create websites. We do marketing for other companies.
Okay.
Yeah,
Awesome.
that's about it for us.
Got it. Well, that's great. So this is really just a side gig that's paying off for you.
Yeah, but it's paying off well, I guess. The last month, every month, I got around 10K from Apex, so it's been great.
It's a nice side income. About how much time do you spend
Yeah,
trading each day?
um, around half an hour.
Half an hour.
So yeah, it's really easy.
That's
So it's almost passive income. So
so how do you get to that level of payout with so little time? Do you do a lot of contracts, or how do you structure the way that you trade?
no, I mainly copy trade. So
Okay.
Apex lets you have up to 20
Mhm.
PAs, that's paid accounts, and this is how I trade. So I take like I scalp around 5 points of the Nasdaq,
Okay.
and after the open, so around 10 a.m. New York time, and I try to scalp 5, 10 points. with one or two NQs. So I get my money that way.
Gotcha. So you're basically using leverage on number of contracts, number of accounts, and you're copying it all over. So you execute once, and this gets taken care of on the back end for you automatically.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
true.
I love the copy trader. I use the copy trader as well. I have actually 10 accounts right now,
Ah,
which
nice.
just it takes the stress off for me. I don't know. I mean, I think everybody's different, but for me, it takes the stress off because if I do more contracts, then my P&L reflects a number that I might not be comfortable with. But if I do 10 accounts, then I just get to see that nice little number that's comfortable for me, and then it just happens 10 times over. So
Yeah, that's true.
I
And
love
that's
it.
the way to do it. You divide the risk between multiple accounts.
Well, yeah, absolutely. And I think on top of that, I don't know, everybody's got a different number that they say, but people will always say like 80 to 90% of trading is psychological. And for me, I know where my psychology fails. So that's a little trick for myself that I'm comfortable with and I can work with. And I know everybody's a little bit different, but it's nice to have those options.
Yes, that's one of the hardest rule that I had to understand. Stop when you are losing too much and don't win too much because your
Sure.
luck is gonna run out.
Right. And of course, and I think that we can probably agree that there comes a point where it's not so much about luck as it is about consistency. Yes, there's going to be winning trades, there's going to be losing trades, there's going to be winning days, and there's going to be losing days. But as long as that consistency is in place, then it's that long-term result. But that
Yes.
is definitely another factor is when you're doing that. You just have to understand that when you have a down day, it's down across 5 or 10 accounts as well. And you just have to be comfortable enough with that to be able to make it to the next day.
Yes, that's why you don't over leverage on contracts and
100%.
your stop loss has to be tight.
Exactly.
So you don't
Exactly.
blow the accounts.
Right. Precisely. So what's next for you? Are you looking at getting more accounts? Is this something that you're kind of happy with where you are and you're just going to kind of keep doing what you're doing? Or where are you in your journey now?
No, I think I'm gonna get more accounts.
Yeah.
I just bought some evaluation
Oh, great.
that I'm gonna hopefully get to PAs, and then we will see.
Continue adding to the mix, huh?
Yeah,
That's
up to
fantastic.
20.
Wonderful. Well, if you run into somebody who's just kind of moving into the world of trading and they find Apex and they're thinking about being a funded trader or operating in that sense, what's the biggest piece of advice you can give to somebody who wants to take the same journey that you're on?
Start with a lot of accounts. You start with a lot of evaluation, buy a lot of them. Maybe if there is a discount, get a bunch and try it out.
Mhm.
Go for yourself. Don't use a copy trader starting
Right.
and
Work up
try
to
with
that.
the accounts. And hopefully you're gonna get a PA out of those accounts. So it's all a learning curve. So
Sure. Absolutely a learning curve, and again, that's just part of the process. Anybody who's been trading for any period of time knows that there is a learning curve. There is a not just the strategy, but again, that psychology and the mechanics, and then what's the best time to trade for you? Because again, all of these things are going to be different for everybody, and this just gives you a chance to try out a lot of different things and ultimately figure out what works best.
and never give up. Never give
Never
up.
give up.
Even if you blow like some evaluation.
Mhm.
I even blown my first PA
Mhm.
and didn't give up. And look where I am. I'm withdrawing constantly from Apex. So
Now,
never give up.
that first PA that you blew,
Yeah,
remind us again how much you paid for that.
I paid $16 for the evaluation and then 80 for the activation fee
Right.
monthly.
So it's not free, but we're not talking about significant amounts of money. So there is the opportunity to take that risk without it necessarily being as painful as, say, depositing $5,000 or $10,000 in a brokerage account.
Yeah, that's true.
So
To blow that PA, I lost 2.5K. And truthfully, I just lost the $100 I paid for the valuation and the activation fee. So
So the value from that obviously has come around full circle, multiple upon multiple
Obviously,
times over.
yeah.
And that's the whole idea is get in, learn in an environment that's not sim, because what you learn in sim is the mechanics and the strategy. What you learn when you're in an evaluation or a PA is to add that psychology factor in, and that's what's going to make you profitable.
And not only because the evaluation also have delays, they may not get filled all the orders, so
True.
you are on the real stuff.
Right. I mean, so it brings you to the reality of being a true for-profit trader, that
Yes.
it's just the dynamics aren't the same when you're in sim. And so that is a transition that a lot of traders struggle with. And it's nice to be able to struggle with a little bit less of an impact. So, well, again, congratulations, Riccardo. It's great to see this continued success. Great to see that even with so little time in the world of trading, you're already having this consistent and solid level of success and profits. Because of course, everybody who shows up, that's what they're looking for. And it's just great to see different routes that people are taking to get there. And I appreciate you sharing your journey with us. What I like to do is a couple months down the line, after you've had a chance to get a few more in and get a little bit more comfortable, is kind of do a recap and see where you are at that point. Does that sound okay?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I look forward to it. Well, listen, I appreciate your time today. Thank you so much for spending some time with us. And I can't wait to see what's coming next.
Thank you.
You got it. Thanks, Riccardo.